Good morning, everyone. Guess what time it is? It's story time. I'm Amanda from the Fruitport District Library, back with another virtual story time for you today. Today we're going to be talking about being cozy in the winter. But before we get there, let's start with our welcome song. Are you ready? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Hello, and I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I know mine was a little bit quiet, but that's okay. I got some books that I really wanted, and I'm really excited to get to read them. Hopefully, sometime in January. So, we got snow over Christmas. So, we had a white Christmas, which I was really excited about. It feels like we haven't had a white Christmas in a long time, but that means it's a little chilly out. So, what do you like to do to keep warm? I like to drink hot coffee or hot cocoa and cuddle up under a really fuzzy blanket with my cat. She's the perfect heater. She keeps me really warm in the winter time. But that's going to be the theme of our story we read later on today about being cozy and keeping warm when it's really cold outside and how you can do that with friends. But first, I don't know if you remember, we sang a snowflake song a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it would be fun to do that again since now there's officially snow outside. So it goes to the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and we'll sing through it twice. It has some hand motions that go along with it, so you can just follow along with me. Snowflake, snowflake in the sky, love to watch you floating by. Falling down onto the ground, falling down without a sound. Snowflake, snowflake in the sky, love to watch you floating by. My cat loves to watch snowflakes. She likes to play with them through the window. It's kind of funny to watch. So let's sing it one more time. Snowflake, snowflake in the sky, love to watch you floating by, falling down onto the ground, falling down without a sound. Snowflake, snowflake in the sky, love to watch you floating by. Yay! I love snow. I don't like driving in it quite as much, but I love winter time. Okay, so the next we're going to do a little rhyme with some hand motions. It's like a little story. So we'll go through it once, and you can follow along with me, and then we'll do it one more time a little bit faster. Okay, so it goes a little like this. I built a snowman, and he had a carrot nose. When along came a bunny, you make a bunny. What do you suppose? That hungry little bunny was looking for some lunch. So he ate that carrot nose. Nibble, nibble, crunch. Is that fun? It'd be funny to see a bunny eat a carrot off your snowman, wouldn't it? I think so. Okay, let's do it one more time. I built a snowman with a carrot nose, but then along came a bunny. What do you suppose? That hungry little bunny was looking for some lunch, so he ate that carrot nose. Nibble, nibble, crunch. It's just a good way to get your fingers kind of moving and some of that fine motor stuff that we're learning as children. Okay, so now we're going to do our stretches, and then I'll read the story, and then I have a craft for you, something that you can do with stuff that you have at home. So if you remember, we always start by stretching up to the sky. And you're going to wiggle your fingers like this, and I'm going to count down from 10. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now put your arms down. Let out that breath. Now we're going to stretch to the walls. wiggle your fingers, and I'm going to count down from 10, and you can count with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your breath out. And I think we are ready for our story today. So today, remember I was talking about being cozy in the wintertime? That's what our book is called. Cozy by Jan Brett. And Jan Brett is one of my favorite authors slash illustrators because she always incorporates something really fun into the story, which we'll see when we start reading. And thank you to Penguin for allowing us to read this book aloud. So we have the front page, Cozy by Jan Brett. And what do you think? What is this? It's a bison? Something you see in really cold areas usually. I don't think we have any in Michigan. Oh, he's in a muskox. Bison look similar though. They're also big and fuzzy. Okay, so if you notice, throughout the story, she has frames on each side which kind of hint at what's to come in the story. So make sure you're paying attention because it will show you what to expect next. All right, here we go. Storms rolled over the tundra when Cozy the muskox was separated from his herd. He was used to being with his family. His mother and his father had named him Cozy because his silky coat was so soft and thick. Cozy braced himself against the wind, and his thick coat warmed him like a blanket. In a tussock, a mother lemming's pups were squeaking loudly. I'm cold! I'm cold! I'm cold! She used a triple carry to tunnel them toward a new spot where she saw a towering mountain of fur. In no time, the lemming family settled next to the Cozy's left hoof. Shh, she whispered. Quiet voices, and the muskox will never notice us. You think he'll notice? You see where they're at? What animal do you think is coming next? A rabbit? We'll see. Snowshoe Hare, feeling chilly, had the same idea. Master Muskox, he asked politely, may I wait out the storm under the protection of your very thick coat? Cozy was happy for the company and well aware that a lemming family had snuck in. He said, welcome, Snowshoe Hare, but mind those lemmings, quiet voices and gentle thumping only. Who's coming next? Snow swirled and flump! Suddenly all grew white. Was it a clump of snow that had hit Cozy on the forehead? No, it was feathers. When Cozy opened his eyes, he was looking into big yellow ones. What is that? An owl? What noise does an owl make? Hoo, hoo. The eyes belonged to a snowy owl, who also had a request. Oh, magnificent Umingmak, would you be so kind to give me shelter? The wind has tumbled me terribly. Cozy knew that snowy owls and lemmings and snowshoe hares were always fast friends, but he agreed with some conditions. House rules are quiet voices, gentle thumping, and claws to yourself. Who's coming next? Could be a problem. A wolf. We'll see what happens. Arctic Fox's nose was turning blue. Her bushy tail wasn't warm enough, and every time she wrapped it around herself, the wind unwrapped it. Thinking Cozy would make a good windbreak, she sidled up to him. Do you mind, Mr. Muskox, if I unfreeze my nose in your thick fluff? Cozy was happy to welcome a new guest, but eyeing her sharp canines, he answered, for the harmony of all quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, and no biting. What do we got coming next? We'll see. As winter went by, the storms grew worse. The wind blew and blew, and a low, humpy shape appeared, swaying and shuffling. Its coat was covered with ice balls. "Shaggy beast," it growled, "I fell into an ice floe, and I am chilled to the bone. Can you help me?" Cozy was happy to invite the Wolverine in, but added to the house rules. Quiet voices, gentle thumping, close to yourself, no biting, and no pouncing. What do we have coming next? You see? They look maybe like dogs. Cozy's new friends cleaned their coats, preened their feathers, napped, and were glad for their comfy shelter. But then, above the wind, the animals heard yip, yip, yip. What do you think that is? A team of huskies, always on the lookout for a good thing, barreled into Cozy's big bulk, flinging the creatures in all directions. Their musher, a sea otter, looked on in dismay. It's kind of funny, the otter is running the jogs. A little funny. The sled is in the snow. "Hi," the lead dog grinned. "House rules," chorused the jostled lemmings, Snowshoe Hare, Snowy Owl, Arctic Fox, and Wolverine. Quiet voices, gentle thumping, close to yourself, no biting, no pouncing, and be mindful of others. Cozy, wary of the lead dog, who looked a lot like a wolf, shook his horns to make sure the husky understood. You shake your head like he shook his horns. He better understand. Look at him all in his fur. As time went by, the wind calmed a little and the Arctic sun climbed higher in the sky. The animals felt more at home every day, but Cozy had spring fever. "I want to find my family. How can I move about with these visitors underfoot?" Look, the snow is melting. The house rules were stretched every day. When was a nibble a bite? When was a hoot quiet or loud? There was bumping, making faces, and nobody was saying "I'm sorry." Are they getting a little antsy? Kind of looks like it. One sunny day, the lemmings were playing climb the ladder. A great chunk of Cozy's coat came off. Then another hank came off in Snowy's talons. Cozy remembered this from last year. Shedding meant it was finally spring in Alaska. Hank by hank, all of Cozy's warm, silky winter coat drifted down the slope. Do any of you have pets that also shed? I know my cat does. Dogs do too, I think. Cozy's lodgers started heading to their spring homes. Cozy hadn't felt so free and breezy since he was a calf. He jumped, he gamboled, and then in the middle of a gleeful leap, he saw his herd. Look, his family. He was missing them, wasn't he? He ran to join his mother, his father, his sister, and his brother. "Where were you? We were worried," said his sister, Fluffy. "We missed you," said his brother, snugly. "I made some new friends," Cozy told them, but it was nice to get back to Muskok's ways. They all formed a circle, babies in the middle, but Cozy felt curiously alone. Then the breeze carried squeaky and growly and whistling voices. "See you next year, Cozy. Meet you when the snow flies, Cozy." The snowshoe hare thumped as they all called, "We can't wait to get cozy with Cozy." And now it's springtime with all the green. That will happen in a couple of months. We have winter for quite a long time in Michigan. And then the musk oxes. Okay, so that's just it's a new story from Jan Brett. She writes a lot of fun winter stories like that, so I really enjoy them. So I promised that I'd have a craft for you, and it's a little snowman, and all you'd need is a toilet paper roll and a piece of paper, and then crayons or markers. And what you do is you'll cut a piece of paper big enough to wrap around the toilet paper roll, and you'll wrap the white paper around, and And you'll color a scarf, a little strip of paper for a scarf. Then you can color a little nose to cut out, a little carrot nose. And then you'll just glue or tape those onto your toilet paper roll, and then you can draw him a face and some buttons or decorate him however you'd like. But it's a little fun thing if you're stuck inside and you want to do a little craft. This is an easy thing to do with stuff that you have at home. So that's all I have for story time today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the story and the songs, and I will see you next week. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Bye, everyone. I'll see you next week.